Hello, everybody. How are you today? Good. Me too, thank you. Okay, today we're gonna continue talking about weather. Yes, we're gonna revise all the symbols that we use every day, and also we're gonna talk about new ideas about the weather, new concepts about the weather. Yeah. So let's start with the easy symbols. Yes. Yeah. When we talk about the weather, we see sometimes this symbol, and it's of course cloudy. Yeah, when we see the sun is sunny. When we see the snow coming from the clouds, it's snowy, of course. When we see the lightning and a cloud, is stormy. Yes, of course. When we see the windsock like this, is windy. And when we see the rain coming from the clouds, it's rainy. Easy. Sometimes we see these arrows next to the thermometer. Yeah, that means that it's hot or the temperatures are high. Yeah. On the contrary, when we see the thermometer and an arrow pointing down, it means that it's cold or the temperatures are low. Yeah, low temperatures, high temperatures, and these are the symbols that we don't use so much, but it is useful because it happens. Sometimes it's the fog, yeah. Sometimes it's foggy, yeah. Excellent. So we've seen some symbols. Let's continue. Okay. So the weather lady here show us a map of Spain. This is a map of Spain, and we see a lot of suns and some clouds, some rain, some storms. Yeah. Okay. So straight away, yeah. Looking at the symbols, we know if it's sunny or cloudy or rainy. Yeah. Here is sunny. Here is rainy. Here is partially cloudy, etc. So this is the weather forecast. The weather forecast is what we see on the news every day when the weather woman and the weather man show us the weather forecast. What is gonna be tomorrow, and maybe some other days after tomorrow. Yeah, good. Also, in the weather forecast, they tell us about the maximum temperatures. Yeah, and the minimum temperatures. And when we see this symbol, this little O and the big C, it means degrees Celsius. Yeah, Celsius. Yeah. So here in Madrid, the maximum temperature is going to be 27, and the lower is going to be 8 degrees Celsius. Very good. So we're talking about temperatures, and in Europe we use Celsius, and in America they use Fahrenheit. Instead of Celsius, degrees Fahrenheit. They're different, but we're going to focus on Celsius. Yeah, very good. How do we measure the temperature then? Well, we use this. This tool is called, yes, thermometer. And we have also small ones for people, yeah, to put under your armpit and check it out your fever. Also, you will see the symbol. Oops, this is incorrect. The, yeah, degrees Celsius, yeah? Excellent. Okay, the weather forecast also show us sometimes these maps when we see a lot of lines. Yes, like these ones, yeah? One line, another line, circles, yeah? One on top of the other, yeah? What is this? Well, these lines are called the isobars. The isobars tell us about the wind, yeah? So if they are very close to each other, like this one, the winds are very strong, yeah? And if they're separated and not so many, like in this area, yeah? Well, the winds are very, no strong, light, yeah? Okay, so when would you see a lot of isobars together, yes, we call this low pressure system. Low pressure system. Yeah, short, low. And when we see in the map a high word or letter H, high or letter H, that means that is a high pressure system. Yeah, we are under a high pressure system. Okay, let's have a look at these two concepts closely. Okay, the winds on the high pressure system, the winds on these areas, the high pressure systems, move like the hands on the clock, clockwise. This is the way they move. Well, the winds and the air, yeah. Why? Because it's cold air. Cold air always moves clockwise, yeah, like this. Good, from right to left, yeah. And the winds on the low pressure system, the winds on these areas, move anti-clockwise, yeah, from left to right, from left to right, yeah, because it's hot air. Hot air moves up, goes up, because it's very light, and it goes always from left to right, left to right, left to right, left to right. And cold air is very heavy and goes down and moves from like clockwise. Okay, good. So let's see this in a little animation. We can do that easily. Yeah. In a low pressure system, always represented by a red L, when you see a red L is a low pressure system. Hot air is very light, yeah, and the pressure is low. So the air, because it's very light, is not heavy, goes up easily, yeah, and because there is a very low pressure, yeah, pressuring moving down the air is a very short pressure, yeah, very low pressure. The air continues to rise, goes up, 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 up into the atmosphere, and then all these hot air transforms into clouds, yeah. So storms, rain, snow, hailstorms happen with low pressure systems, yeah, because the hot air travels like this. Remember, the hot air moves anti-clockwise, so it will be like this: go up, go out, goes up, goes out, goes up, yeah, and then the clouds are formed with all this humidity on the atmosphere. Yeah, very good. Let's see how it works. The other pressure system, the high pressure system, represented by a blue H. A blue H. Why is blue? Because it's cold air. Cold is blue, and hot air is red. Yeah, so low pressure with red hot air going up, sorry, and the cold air with the H for the high pressure system. Well, cold air, yeah, is very heavy, and it goes down, oh, poof, and it stays here because the pressure, yeah, is very high on the atmosphere. Yeah, remember this one? This is a very short pressure, low pressure, sorry, and this is a very high pressure, a lot of pressure on the atmosphere, so the air is pushed down, yeah. The cold air also weighs a lot, it's heavy, so it stays down, yeah. So since the humidity is here down, up there on the atmosphere, oh, it's sunny, yeah. The sun can be seen easily. There are no clouds. It's dry. Yeah, it's fair. So it's a high pressure system. High starts with H. Remember. So happy also starts with H. So if you want to remember that high pressure system means sun, happy days. Remember the happy and the high both start with H, yeah? So high, happy. Very good. Sunny, happy. Cool. So remember that the cold air moves clockwise. So when it gets down, it moves this way. Yeah? Clockwise. And remember, the hot air, it moves anti-clockwise this way, yeah, when it goes up, because it's very light, it's not heavy. The hot air goes up and the cold air goes down. Easy? I think so. Okay. So how do we measure this pressure on the atmosphere? Well, we have a tool called the barometer. Barometer shows the pressure, yeah, with these numbers here, and also these symbols. So when the pressure is low, lower numbers, it means cloudy, stormy, even rain, yeah. When it's in the middle, the big hand is in the middle, it means, well, it's changing. It's partially cloudy, some clouds, some sun, yeah. And then when the hand goes to the right, yeah, when the pressure is very high, then it's sunny. It's fair and very dry. Yeah, do you see the sun here? Yeah. So that means high numbers, sunny. Lower numbers, stormy. Yeah, good. So this is the barometer. Okay, talking about the wind. The wind. How do we know that it's windy? Okay, so we saw. Remember the weather forecast. Well, they tell us if it's going to be sunny, cloudy, and rainy. Also, they tell us about the temperatures. But sometimes, lot of times, we see arrows. Yeah, little arrows all over the map. What those arrows mean? Well, those arrows mean that it's going to be windy somehow. Yeah. So when we see arrows with a short tail, with a little tail, with one line like this one, it means that it's, fairly windy. Not much wind there. No, not very windy. But when we see arrows with bigger tails, with more lines on the tail, like this one too, well, it's more windy, yeah. And if we see, like in this case, yeah, do you see this? 3 lines on the tail of the arrow, it means it's really windy. It's really windy, yeah. Okay, so that's how we know that it's windy. Also, thanks to the weathercast. Yeah. Look for these symbols, the arrows. Okay, so how do we know the wind's direction? How do we know the direction of the wind? Well, we've seen many times on top of the roofs of the houses, these, yeah, like a rooster and an arrow, with the letters, O-N-S-E in Spanish, O-N-S-W in English. Well, that means that is a weather vane. Like this one too. This is another type of weather vane. Well, thanks to the weather vane, we know how strong, the wind is, if it moves very fast or if it moves very slow, and where it comes from, yeah? Because the point of the arrow shows you if it's east, west, north, or south, thanks to the letters, yeah? Excellent. Also, we can see how strong the wind is. Sometimes when you are driving on a road and you see these kind of balloons, yeah, the windsock. The windsock is like a plastic plastic thing that stays on a stick. So the wind comes in, inflates the windsock, and you can see if there is strong or not so strong mild wind. Okay, so windsock and weather vane. Okay, and how do we measure the rain? Well, it is easy. You can make it yourself at home. You can use a crystal pot or a plastic transparent pot. You take a ruler, stick the ruler onto the pot, and use a funnel you have at home to gather the water. Yeah, or maybe you can use a plastic bottle, cut the plastic bottle, leave the bottom part as the pot, and the top, use it as a funnel. Yeah. Well, this thing, yeah, made by yourself or professional, is called rain gauge. Rain gauge. Okay. Excellent. So far we've seen different measuring tools about the weather, related to the weather. The thermometer that measures the temperatures, the barometer that measures the pressure, the weight of the air, the pressure of the air, the weather vane that help us to know the direction of the winds, and rain gauge to measure the rain. Okay, and to summarize this weather and related to the seasons that we've been studying, remember that in winter there are a lot of low pressure systems, low pressure systems, a lot of rain, snow, etc. And in summer there is a lot of high pressure systems, with a separated isobars, very few isobars together. And in spring and in fall or autumn, the weather is changing and we have a lot of high and low mixed. Okay, so I hope this is useful for you and you understand everything, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.